Good morning. Welcome to smoky Winnipeg. I had my windows open front and back a while ago, and I noticed I could almost feel a burning in the back of my throat, just very, very slightly. And I thought, am I coming down with something? And then I realized it was smoke coming through. We got forest fires somewhere in the vicinity. Yeah. So I've closed the windows. I turned on the furnace, like the furnace fan. Hopefully some of the little tiny smoke particles are going to get caught in the filter that's in the furnace. That's the plan. What do we got here? It's 20.5 Celsius at the moment. We're getting a bit of a later start. I have been up for a while, but not that long. I slept in a bit this morning. In fact, when I was getting up, Max was already going for his Timmies. Yeah. So he beat me this morning. Okay, speaking of Max and Missy, I would assume they're going to be coming by again. Lorraine came by yesterday afternoon, and she says, in fact, I was out doing something with a motorbike, and she was outside there, and she said, would it be all right for her to come by and pull the weeds out of the cracks that Missy might eat? I mean, that was the idea. My personal opinion is that those weeds are no longer poisonous for the dog, because it's about 2 weeks ago I sprayed them. I didn't put a second application on like I was thinking of. So I think they're, and we've had 2 or 3 good rains. So I don't think they were harmful, but I guess it's better to be safe than sorry. Okay, enough about Missy and the weeds. Today we're going to try and paint the superstructures on these. One of the viewers was saying he wouldn't do anything, like he wouldn't paint them. And I wouldn't, except I don't like the plastic look. Yeah, you know, they would act, yes, they would be better off maybe not painted, but I'm going to give it a try. You know, if I really flub it up, I don't know. Problem is, if you do one, you pretty well got to do them all. Maybe what I'll do today is while I'm thinking about what I'm going to do here, is we will paint the top part of the gunnels white, because I didn't paint it around the top, because when this deck tan part plugs into it, I wanted there to be a definitive contrast between the deck tan and the white. I think it'll look a lot better. So at first I was thinking, now how am I going to mount these on something? And then I realized, well, nobody's going to see the very bottom of the boat anyway. So if I get residue from the blue tack here on the bottom, it doesn't really matter, because I'm not going to see it anyway. And who says I have to use a great big blob of blue tack? I just use a little tiny one, about a couple of millimeters across, just enough to hold it down on the rotating block here, because that's the way I want to do it. I want to put it on my rotator and be able to turn it as need be. And not only that, it keeps it in the field of view for the camera. And I like to rotate. Yeah, how's the battery on this thing anyway? Yeah, it's still working. Just. Okay, we'll worry about that later. What are we going to do today? I might get out for a quick scoot. I did get out yesterday. You can sort of see shadows there from the sun, so that it's a sort of a hazy sun. Yeah, my plan was to take the bike and go about 5 miles. Sorry, I'm using imperial terms, because I'm old and I still think miles. It's about 5 miles south down La Jamodier. There's a Timmy's and a McDonald's. One of the viewers mentioned it. And so I Googled it. Sure enough, I didn't know they were there. But hey, Winnipeg's loaded with Timmy's and McDonald's that I don't know about on the other side of the city. So I thought maybe I'll go down there. Just depends on how I feel at the time. Yesterday when I went out, I did go partway down La Jamodier. A lot of construction and rough. Maybe I'll try and find a different way to get out that way. Okay. What are we gonna do here? Okay, let's get our little hulls turned over and mounted onto little blocks and get going with that. We're ready for Missy the dog. She'll probably be by in about half an hour, all being well. If it's not too smoky for her, that is. I think we're ready to boogie here. We're ready to boogie. We'll use this white paint here. Same one as we used yesterday. Okay, I've got them mounted the way I wanted them. And while I was putting down the last one, I realized that I should have painted the propellers when they were upside down like this. Well, we'll think of something. Okay, yeah. I'll put the macro lens on, and we're going to very carefully try and not get white paint running down onto the black hull. It shouldn't. It shouldn't. It's just basically this top area that has to be painted. Let's move in. Okay, now regrettably this is going to go in and out of focus as I rotate it. But it shouldn't be too bad here. And we are going to not want to let the white paint run down. I'll start more at the bow. It doesn't matter if it goes down onto the inside. Well, I guess it does, because it's gonna, I might have to scrape that out in order to get the to get the deck to fit. I hear a door. Could be that Missy the dog is going out for her constitutional right now. Yeah, I hear a dog barking. I recognize that bark. Okay, I better get the, yeah, she's going out for her little walk. I know you can't see it, but I can still see out the front window. Okay, we are going to, why does that look like it's not painted? Oh, I guess it was just a shadow. No, let's not go getting it down onto the black. Okay, yeah, that's not too bad. Okay, I better get the lid back on my jar and get ready for you-know-who. Good morning. Hello. Is it my imagination or is it extra smoky out there this morning?
Yeah, it's 10 plus on the scale. Doesn't get any higher than that.
I noticed my throat was burning a little bit this morning. I had the windows open and I ended up closing them and turned the furnace filter on, and I don't know if it's going to help or not, but I think it's a little better in the house than it was an hour ago. Okay. There we go. There we go. She has this thing about eating it over there. She has to eat it on the carpet. Isn't that funny?
She always does that at our house too.
Yeah?
She always eats snacks on the carpet. It may come from the time when she was a puppy and she was confined to the kitchen, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And the carpet was always the other side of the fence, as it were. The grass is always greener. The cookie always tastes better on the other side of the fence.
Well, Missy, there was a lot of people happy to see you yesterday. Come on. Come on. You can come up here. Come and see me. Come on. Up. That's a good dog.
She's concerned about the camera in your hand.
Oh, it's like a stick. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's going to beat me with that stick. No, we wouldn't do that.
Some kids ran into her when she was a puppy. She's got a long memory.
Okay. Missy, come say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Yeah, so we'll see you later. Thanks for coming again.
I'll keep her on a shorter leash.
Okay.
I think she snapped up a bite of weed yesterday. She said, "Don't worry, weed is legal now."
That's right, it is. Bye, Missy. Okay. Yeah, you can see where Lorraine did a lot of weeding there. That was nice. Missy the dog. Missy the dog. Okay. Get ourselves reorganized here a little bit. I think what I'm going to do is for the next 5, or at least the next one that I video, we'll get the camera more up on a stand here, so that it's looking down from the top a little bit. At least that's the plan. Well, let's do it. Okay, quite a bit of time has passed here. Just got back a few minutes ago from a long bike ride. If you want to see it, I think it'll be episode 2005, if I'm not mistaken, or 2006. I mean, 206, not 1,000. Get some light going in from the side here, it might help a little. Or it might not. Sometimes extra light makes it worse. But generally what happens is when I turn on the extra light, it drops the ISO and things just sort of sharpen up just a little bit, but sometimes they don't. Okay, yeah, we can see the entire boat there. It's quite a bit bigger than the others, isn't it? Okay, let's get our little XF2 opened up here and see what we can do. Maybe I better get my other glasses on here. I wonder if my other brush would be easier. I really don't need the pinpoint accuracy that this one will give me. Not that I'm that accurate, but okay. No, I don't think we need to worry about getting down in here like in there. In fact, I don't think it's a good idea to do that. I do believe that the deck is going to actually fit down enough. Okay, now did I get it here? Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go ahead now and do the remaining, what would that be, 4 boats, and off camera, and just hurry up and get them done. Okay, they're done. They're ready to have the deck mounted in place once I decide what I'm going to do with the superstructure. And I thought what I should do is I'm going to see what you think. Should I paint the superstructure white, or should I just leave it that gray plastic which looks almost like the 19? Yeah, in the comments below, what do you think? You know, if the whole world thinks I shouldn't do it, then it'd be a lot easier if I didn't have to do it, wouldn't it? Okay, I'm going to call it quits here. I've got an hour and 45 minutes or less before I have to have this episode up. Well, I don't have to, I just like to. So I got a color quits here. I've got the gunnels painted white. Oh, and I did some places on the sides, I did a second coat. So maybe we'll take a look at one of these later, tomorrow. Thanks for watching, everybody. All being well, we'll see you tomorrow.